And now it's time for Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Mexa, Corey Sandin, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Yamaha Outboards, official motor sponsor of Let's Talk Hookup. Royal Polaris, the world's finest long-range sports fisher. By Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup, and Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Get ready for the fastest 2 hours on radio with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Mexa, and Corey Sandin.
Good morning, anglers, and welcome to Let's Talk Hookup. I'm Pete Gray with Rock God Rick Mexa. Back in the studio after the big weekend last weekend, and boy, do we have a great show for you today. The one and only Doug Kern from Fisherman's Landing Tackle. He's got a big event coming up 1 week from today. That's Tackle Day, and we're going to talk all about it. You stay tuned. This is Southern California's sport fishing voice. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app and network.
It's Yamaha's Y-Wave for Spring Fall Sales Event from October 1st to November 26th. Take advantage of special offers on eligible new 2.5 to 300 horsepower 4-strokes and be ready to hit the water in spring. For details, visit YamahaOutboards.com or your local Yamaha Outboards dealer today. Yamaha. Reliability starts here. For limited time only. Offer ends November 26, 2019. Subject to change. Other restrictions and conditions apply. Select models excluded. See authorized participating Yamaha Outboard dealers for details. Cannot be used with any other Yamaha offer.
Here's John Ireland for Rancho Leonero.
You know, the ranch is unique. It's one of the few places in the world where you can still drive ATVs up the beach. We have fishing from the beach. We have dive trips that we run to Pomo in a number of different spots. Kayaking, of course, has been real big. We were one of the first hotels to introduce kayaking. The ranch is small, you know, it's intimate, it's 34 rooms, so everyone gets to know everyone. The old saying, where everyone knows your name. Well, truly at Rancho Leonero, the employees do know pretty darn near all our guests' names. And what's even more interesting is most of the guests know each other's names. Very personal, very intimate, and a special, special environment. 2 miles of beachfront, a mile on either side of the hotel. Rancho Leonero is really the last of the old-style Baja fishing resorts. 1-800-646-2252. 1-800-646-BAHA. And RanchoLeonero.com. I'll personally guarantee your best fishing experience and vacation at Rancho Leonero.
It's time to get excited about fishing, and Point Loma Sport Fishing has everything you'll need. They offer half-day and three-quarter-day trips daily, perfect for families and the novice or seasoned fishermen. Point Loma Sport Fishing also offers overnight to multi-day trips, targeting the best of seasonal catches. Visit their website at pointlomasportfishing.com, where you can purchase tickets online and get more information on the trips available, or call 619-223-1627.
We all need to get around, but we all need something different from our vehicles. Your San Diego County Ford dealers have you covered if you're looking for a new truck this month. Plus, it's SUV season, so they have great deals for everyone. Whether it's a new EcoSport that is nimble and fun around town, or the Ford Explorer that is capable of putting a boat in the water and has seating for 7, Ford has you covered. Ford trucks and SUVs aren't just powerful and legendary. They have the latest technology that helps you seamlessly connect your smartphone and ensure you're safe on the road. Features like Pro Trailer Backup Assist on trucks are truly a game changer at the ramp, helping you back up a trailer by simply turning a knob on the dash and doing the hard work for you. So check out all the great deals during SUV season and save some money on the right gear for you. Learn more at buyfordnow.com or visit your San Diego County Ford dealers today. They'll be glad to hook you up.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. What a great morning here. Let's Talk Hookup Radio Network. We've got the app rolling. We've got a good show today, buddy.
Indeed, and the one and only Tackle Network himself is Doug Kern from Fisherman's Landing Tackle. Morning, Doug.
Well, here we are after probably one of the best fishing seasons in history.
Wait a minute, you said that last year.
I know, and when I talk about Tackle Day, it's going to be more of the same, our best one ever, and you guys say that every year, but it's actually true, and you'll see. So here we are, sitting in the studio, up on the 6th floor, looking out over a beautiful sunrise.
Yeah, it's clear today.
We have had the best October, literally, that I ever remember in Southern California. I've been here forever. and the fishing has been stellar.
Still is.
My biggest concern with Tackle Day is always the weatherman, and it's just sunny and dry, sunny and dry. As far as the long-term forecast goes,
sunny and dry.
So that just equates to me, tuna or biting, tuna or biting.
Yeah, yeah, gotta love it, man. So, is there going to be anything different and special about this year?
Every year takes on its own personality, and we have, I mean, we're going to talk about it for the entire show, all the components of Tackle Day. This is our 15th year, if you can believe that.
15th year of Tackle Day.
Yeah, it just goes by so quick, and this is a great show. It's either a huge parking lot sale or a small, quaint show, however you want to look at it. We have 25 of the who's who of saltwater vendors in basically the country. Handpicked. I mean, there are go-to guys. They support us so well, and we appreciate what they do for us. So they're going to be on-hand owners, sales managers, rep groups for the top manufacturers. Rick has put together probably one of our best, maybe our best lineup. I think it's our best lineup of seminar speakers. We've found that 9 seminars throughout the day is the perfect number. You know, it doesn't overload us, but we can spread the talent. So we've got so many great topics. We're going to talk about that. We've got a great food vendor that we, came upon a couple of years ago, and everybody loves them. So, it's going to be tacos and burritos and really good Mexican food.
Sweet.
So it's just going to be a great day. Like I say, I mean, I'd be flabbergasted if we even get 10% chance of rain now, looking at the 1-week forecast. It's 77 degrees, 0% chance of rain, a week before and a week after the event. So
perfect. Yeah. So Doug, let's see. Do you have a list?
I have.
Are we going to throw some teasers out today?
Well, I have multiple lists.
Yeah.
And, like I say, we always say that, this is the greatest one ever. And it actually is. We came upon some incredible deals again. And so we're going to be throwing those out. I don't know if we want to tease you up with a couple of them. But
come on.
Let's start with the one that's been a huge supporter of us for years, and it's probably one of the best anchors we've ever had. We do Seagar fluorocarbon, which everybody has to have. It's one of those things you go through all the time. So I don't care if you're going on a long-range trip, if you're going down to Baja, if you're fishing your skiff, if you're bay fishing, if you're going to, lake, whatever. Buy one, get one free from 6-pound test up to 80-pound test.
Oh, my.
And then, for the big stuff, it's buy 2, get one free up to the 200-pound test.
Oh, my.
So buy one, get one free straight up.
So this is Seagar Blue Label.
It's everything.
Seagar Premier.
We just threw it all in there.
Seagar Gold Label.
The new gold label.
The new gold label.
And the pink.
Yeah, buy one, get one free.
Buy one, get one free.
And then on top of that, we made a closeout buy from them, Pink 200. So all you cow fishermen, all you popper fishermen that need some fluorocarbon.
Rigging flying fish for bluefins.
Yes.
Rigging your squids for a swordfish. 200-pound fluoro.
That stuff goes for $99.95. We've got it 80% off
what?
At $19.95.
Come on!
We're going to sell every one.
And we have a bunch, but it's going to go so fast. I mean, everybody now needs 200-pound leader. You walk in the store, it's $100 to $125. People just, shrug their shoulders and say, I can't do that to make a 3-foot leader. Well, now you can.
Yeah.
So that's one you have to buy a spool of 200-pound pink. It's just, that's a must-do.
For $20.
Yes.
Holy $20, dude. It's $100 spool.
Yeah.
It's $100 right now.
Well,
and it'll be $20 a week from today.
And then along the same line, Seagar had a closeout that we took advantage of. It's a 600-yard spool of thread lock.
Remember that deal when it came through.
One of the best braided lines you can buy. Hollow, it's not Spectra, but it's the thread lock by Seagar. 600-yard spool. Those are normally good gravy. I think they're $199.95 for that spool, and it's 80% off at $39.95.
Oh my!
That'll fill your 50 wide. That'll catch you, a swordfish, a 200-pound cow, a long range, giant tuna.
Wow!
So
$40.
So
Crazy.
we always find some deals, but we're going to go down the list today, and there's a lot of stuff. We had to change our marketing because we always say, hundreds of items at 20 to 60% off. Well, we have enough up to 80% off that we changed it this year, and don't get me wrong, everything's not 80% off. You're not going to buy a Shimano reel for 80% off, but we have a lot of stuff in that, 33 to 80% off range.
But that being said, everything is on sale.
Pretty much the whole store's
that
on sale.
That normally doesn't go on sale.
I think we left one thing out. I don't think 4-ounce torpedo sinkers are on sale.
Oh, come on.
But if you ask us real nice, we'll probably discount it.
But every reel, every rod,
well, that's the thing.
Every lure.
It's pretty much a blanket sale. This is our one big blowout of the year. We open the store at 6 in the morning and close at 6 at night. You got 12 hours to ransack Fisherman's Landing Tackle Shop.
That's what it is, too. It really is.
And then we'll be doing live broadcasts next Saturday, 7 to 9 a.m.
Starting at 7.
Yep, and that'll be fabulous because we have so many people to draw from, including Doug. Ricky and I will pull in different vendors while they're setting up. Say, here, come over and talk about what you're doing.
Well,
today.
that's it. Probably Frank Lopresti's going to be walking around, and
Bill Kavanaugh will be there.
Yeah, and all the guys.
Brandon Hayward.
All the guys that are doing the seminars, and then all the guys setting up the booths. You probably roped Justin Poe into saying hi, and some of the guys from Shimano over there.
Halstar will be there.
Halstar's going to be in the lot. All the who's who.
Great.
So
yeah.
So it's going to be a great broadcast, and again, it just gives me shivers thinking it's going to be such a beautiful
1 week
day.
from today.
1 week from today.
Yeah, going to be fantastic. So, Ricky, run down the seminars. What's the lineup?
It will be our best ever, I think, as far as names of people who were excited and you would want to catch stuff from, and then a mix of everything. So, obviously, the hottest things that have happened this year that there's not a lot of info that we could all really gain from that are new would be like the big bluefin fishing. That is becoming a thing, and I think arguably one of the very best at putting guys on big bluefin is Brandon Hayward in the bite. So Brandon Hayward's going to be doing a technique-specific big bluefin type seminar.
Maybe you should be doing a big swordfish seminar.
Well, we got a big swordfish
seminar.
seminar.
Because you just showed me a photo and you caught one.
Well, Charlie Albright, Charlie and Jock Albright from the Keokuk probably have more SoCal swords than anybody that's been doing it.
Yeah.
And Charlie and Jock kind of, I wouldn't say blew the lid off of it, but they were the ones that really, during the Masters tournament and during the Peskies, they're the ones that convinced everybody, hey, this wasn't an accident, this is a thing. And Charlie runs Blue Ocean Manufacturing, which, formerly we all knew as Cousin skirts and then 7-strand skirts. So they use those skirts in a lot of their rigging. So his whole seminar is going to be SoCal sword fishing, how to rig your baits, how to deploy your bait, all of the technique parts of it that go along. So that one will be, highly anticipated.
Deal,
yeah, Charlie probably one of the very best there is at catching swordfish. And then long-range captains. Captain Frank Lopresti is going to be doing a seminar from the Royal Polaris. Captain Bill Kavanaugh from the Intrepid, he does a really cool seminar on wahoo fishing. Frank's will be a really cool one. It'll be targeted towards fishing Guadalupe Island. Something we've done so much of, but this year has been unique. Smaller hooks, different size class of fish. So Frank's seminar will be really cool. Tommy Gomes from Uni Goop and Uni Butter is going to be doing a bay bass seminar. Dave Hansen, our lobster, our lobster
saltwater guy.
He'll be doing a lobster seminar, targeting bigger lobsters, things like that. Jay Poe, from Accurate, using small reels. Taro from the Liberty's doing a seminar for us. It's going to be huge. And then Sean from Fisherman's Processing is going to be a really cool one that's kind of focused on home smoking your own fish. So he's going to teach you how to produce Fisherman's Processing quality smoked fish from your house. So if you've got a Traeger or some standard smoker, they're going to show you how to brine, how to season, but the Fisherman's Processing way, from hooking your tuna on the deck. Okay, this is how you want to take care of it. This is how you ice it. This is how you bleed it. This is how you fillet it. Now you got that product home. This is what the next steps are to produce, what we do here at Fisherman's Processing. It's going to be and they're free. It's 100%
Wow.
free. All these seminars, we have 3 different stages that happen at the same time. And, you can check out the schedule. And, I want to see Brandon in the morning. I want to see Taro in the midday. And then I want to see Charlie, in the afternoon. Like, it's going to be really, really cool, dude.
Wow.
I'm really proud of our seminar schedule. I think it's the best we've ever done.
Yeah.
Total kudos to Rick. He puts in a lot of work, strategizing, making sure that we have something for everybody. And the top speakers in their
those are heavy
category.
ones.
And we have an interesting thing with our seminars this year. We
This
normally
tough.
do the seminars on the boats, which is cool.
Right.
Well, they're all booked.
They're fishing.
They're fishing.
Yeah.
All you're going to see when you come down to Fisherman's Landing is open water.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of slips. So we've set up 3 stages along the boardwalk there, all with a beautiful bay view, just, perfect atmosphere. But they're going to be up on land, not on the boats this year. So, yeah.
So speaking of fishing, let's talk for a couple minutes on this amazing fishing that's still going on.
Oh.
That's it. It's so good. We got no boats to do seminars on. It's still that good.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knows the last few years we've had the most incredible bluefin bite since literally the turn of the last century, 1899 to 1907.
Yeah.
These fish were here, and they've camped out for several years, and we've had every year class from 20-pounders biting, everything's biting that smaller hook, light line, and then on up to super cows, probably the best super cow, 300-plus pound bluefin tuna that we've ever seen. These fish keep getting bigger and bigger in our local waters, and not just 301, but like 350, some of them. And it just comes and goes. You'll think, okay, well, it's over, and then they'll recycle, and then all of a sudden you get another round, and so we've had, that a lot of that 40 to 80 pound mid-grade, and on everything, Colt snipers and poppers and bait and sinker rigs and flat falls and and then the whole, we went from fishing a lot of the yummy flyers for the few years there, and now it's evolved into natural flying fish that either guys are buying. We've got a freezer full of those things, and or they're making themselves out there at San Clemente Island, and then the techniques for that, guys are sitting there in their binoculars looking at the thing, and if the thing tilts, off center by 10 degrees, nope, it's not flat, wind up 3 cranks, let it out, trying to keep that thing perfectly flat, and just the hook sets, and so that's evolved. And then the yellowfin came in, we started catching a few of those back in April and May, which is unheard of. It's not a particularly warm water year, but yellowfin have been here, the last 3 years, and they've just camped out. I mean, from 10 to 40 or 50 miles. They're camped out right now, on the backside of the 9, and then down towards the 425 and the 371, and then the catchable bluefin are just out to the west, a few miles outside the local ridge there. So,
if you're a San Diego guy, like the middle of the week last week, the entire fleet of sport boats were fishing on the backside of the 9 Mile Bank. That's
crazy.
That's 15 miles from home.
Yeah.
And every boat there had counts well into the hundreds on fish. Basically limits or close to limits for every boat that was fishing.
And the
and
quality,
it was at 15 miles.
The quality of the fish this year, it's averaging 15 to 30. There was supposedly, and there's a picture, and it's a legit person, a cow caught up towards Catalina. There's been some 50-pounders in the mix, so it's not the 8-pounders that sometimes we get the footballs and you can catch your limit in 20 minutes and go home. This is nicer sized fish, and then to add a little spice to it, you got to use some of these trips you got to use smaller hooks, so you got to be prepared to fish a 4, a 2, a 1.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, a 1-0, and fishing 15 or 20-pound test, or but then sometimes they get a little frisky and you start catching them on 25 and 30 and 40, which has kind of been the case a little bit this last week. But you have to actually fish. You got to pick the right bait. There's multiple ways to hook a sardine. You've got to figure out which way they want it. I mean, do they want it in the anal fin? Do they want it in the collar? Do they want it on the back and the shoulder? Nose
some real
hook.
angling.
So the guys that can fish are really shining through. It's not just a wide open bite where everybody's just on their on the bite.
Yeah,
it's been so much fun.
Yeah.
It's been such a fun time.
And the weather's been great, so there's really no reason why it's going to change.
No, the weather has really been spectacular, especially in October. I just can't get over how good you feel when you walk outside this month. It's just incredible.
As you can hear, I have a great show lined up for you today, and we have a special celebrity guest manning the phones today.
That's right. My wife.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're able to say that. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a lot of fun. Adam's out taking a well-deserved vacation, so Dallas is manning the phones this morning, and we've got a great show for you. And we want you to join us. Give us a call this morning, 833-288-0973. Dallas will be taking your call. Again, 833-288-0973.
Now, let me ask you, does she take well to Mrs. Codd?
I think she would take just fine to that. I mean, what an honor that would be. Are you kidding me? So, yeah, great morning. If you want to join us, be a part of the show, we want you, man. It's going to be a fun time. We're talking fishing, and so stoked. I mean, Doug really is the guru when it comes to tackle, and we have so much fun talking about it. And I mean, you want to talk about a guy that just knows what you need saltwater fishing, whether it's bay bass or bluefins or swordfish or everything in between. We've got a great show and some great information coming your way. Again, 833-288-0973. And if talking to the man wasn't enough, we have got a great prize.
He's giving it up today.
You're not kidding. One lucky caller at the end of today's show is going to win a $100 gift card to Fisherman's Landing Tackle. You're going to get a full shopping spree. Now, this gift card's valid anytime you want. You can come in tomorrow and spend it. But if you were a savvy guy, next week you come down to Tackle Days at Fisherman's Landing, that $100 gift card is going to get stretched a whole lot farther. When you're buying things at 80% off, that $100 is going to go a long way.
Yeah, turns that into $500.
Yeah, exactly. So a great opportunity, lots of fun this morning, and we want you to join us. One more time, 833-288-0973. And when we come back, we're going to be taking your phone calls. Lots of great info coming your way. You stay tuned. You're listening to Southern California's sport fishing voice. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup Radio Network.
Dana Landing in Mission Bay is truly the one-stop shop for a great day on the water. This is Chelsea. Come see me and our expert fishing staff for just about anything you need for a great day of on-the-water fun. Looking for a fishing charter? Dana Landing has you covered with the Blackjack, perfect for up to 4 anglers, or the Impulse with up to 6. Dana Landing has a huge selection with everything you need to catch small bay bass or giant tuna. We will be sure to set you up with the right gear. We even offer reel repair and Mexican and California fishing licenses. Don't forget the amazing deli at Dana Landing with all the food, ice, and beverages you need to complete your day. Need freshwater tackle? Head to East County Bait and Tackle with all the finest rods and reels, the hottest freshwater lures, and live bait. ECBT has an amazing staff who love to share their passion for fishing. East County Bait and Tackle is located at the end of the 67 freeway on Main Street in Lakeside, and Dana Landing is next to the Dana Launch Ramp on San Diego's Mission Bay. Check out DanaLanding.com for more details.
Don't be the last one to get one, especially now. The Brutus Max Torque from Ace Line Hauler. You can catch more lobster and pull deeper with the Ace Line Hauler. It's faster and stronger, so you can get those bugs in the boat. Easy to store and low power draw. The Ace Line Hauler is the highest quality and certainly the best on the market. Just ask a friend that has one. Get the new Brutus Max Torque by Ace Line Hauler today. Buy now at acelinehauler.com. Lobster season is here. It's time to gear up with the best in the business. Promar, based in SoCal. Promar knows lobster and makes everything you need to catch these tasty critters. The Promar guys are hardcore lobster fishermen and have all the styles of hoop nets, including the new Ambush XL Heavy 14-pound, 36-inch rigid hoop net, the largest allowed by law. Visit Promar on Facebook or on the web at promarnets.com.
Saturday, November 2nd is Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. Seminars by saltwater experts, incredible deals on tackle and clothing. Choose from hundreds of t-shirts and shorts from AFTCO. It's AFTCO and Fisherman's Landing. Saturday, November 2nd. The name that stands out among anglers is Fisherman's Landing, your top choice in local and long-range fishing. Hi, this is Doug Kern. Our hard-working crew will make sure your fishing experience is one to remember. We offer the finest open party trips from 1 to 3 days, the best charter boats available, and of course, our world-renowned long-range fleet is second to none. Fisherman's Landing is a full-service operation offering great half-day trips on the Dolphin and full-day open party trips on the spacious and comfortable Liberty. Since we introduced the full-day trips at Fisherman's Landing, the 85-foot Liberty has become a favorite among full-day operations with bunks for your comfort, huge bait capacity, and RSW fish holds to keep your catch fresh. Plus, Liberty has a big modern galley and 2 interior heads with showers. All our open party trips from half-day, full, or 1 to 3 day trips can easily be booked online at fishermanslanding.com or give us a call at 619-221-8500. I'll see you at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Having a great time this morning, talking fishing, talking Fisherman's Landing, talking tackle days. Man, life is good.
So, unbelievable blowout pricing. Give us another one. Come on.
Well, I mean,
hard to top what you just said, but is it possible?
There's a lot of them. Another one that we, always seem to have, we have closeout AFTCO T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
These are nice fishing shirts. They're normally 20 to 25 bucks. Well, so am I.
Yeah. Great T-shirts.
They're 20 to 25 bucks. We've got them. We've got hundreds of them, literally, for $9.95.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Same with the kids' shirts. So, I mean, you can come down and, spend $50 and outfit the whole family, with AFTCO T-shirts.
And these are quality T-shirts.
Yeah, they're good. I mean,
they're
everybody
not
knows.
like that, like bargain basement.
No.
Things that you put them on, they're going to fall off.
No, this is the legit good
this
stuff.
This is really good AFTCO stuff.
Yep. Here's a kind of a crazy one. We made a buy of several hundred blanks. These are by Roddy, which is the company that also is Master Rods. They've been in our industry for 50 years. Jerry Rodstein was involved in the early Sabre days, so he has all of the Southern California actions. We have 5 of those Southern California actions, just the basic stuff, 870, 278 foot, just the typical Southern California actions.
Bait rods.
Those are normally $69.95 fiberglass blanks. $5. $5. So what you do, you bring $100 down there and you outfit the whole neighborhood with rods.
Wow.
Yeah, $5 blanks. I mean, you could get a $5 blank. You can get a deal on a set of guides.
Yes.
If you wanted to learn how to wrap, what a perfect deal that is.
Cork tape handle, the whole nine. Like you could have a complete rod built for $50. I mean, less
I would
than
say
that,
way less than that.
Yeah,
I mean,
what is
depending
it?
on the guides you put on.
Probably $5 for the cork tape and.
I guess that's true.
Maybe an inexpensive set of guides, $15. I mean,
you could build a custom rod for $25.
Yeah. Practice your art. Well, those are some great deals.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's just a sample. That, like we said, everything in the store is going to be.
Yeah. And I mean, for the rod builders that want to go to.
So if I wanted to buy a new Shimano reel, there would be a discount on that.
Yes.
Oh, he's saying it. Yeah.
I know, right?
Okay.
You're
admitting it.
I'm admitting it. One day out of the year, we're going down that road.
Yeah.
And then there's free Power Pro to go along with that.
Really?
Yeah.
It's the best. We always tell people it is the single best time that we have throughout the year. If you're going to make that call, you're wanting to get that rod and or reel. This is the single best sale that we have. No gimmicks, no nothing. This is the best price that you will receive from Fisherman's Landing.
The basic across the board deals for the shop. Every reel is at least 10% off, but we have some up to 30% off.
Wow. And free Power Pro and
certain rods or certain reels get different spiffs, but you're getting pretty much something. I mean, we have those 13 tackle bass reels, really nice low profile level line bass reels, 25% off, a free rod, free Spectra, and a free T-shirt.
Holy mackerel!
Yeah.
So again, I mean, this is high quality stuff.
Yeah.
Every rod in the shop is at least 20% off.
Wow. Even CalStar?
Everything. CalStar,
United Composites,
Seekers, Phoenixes. Every rod in the shop, at least 20% off. But outside, we've got quite a few rods at 50% off. We made a buy. They're changing the cosmetics a little bit on the Torres rods by Shimano.
Right.
We bought hundreds, 50% off.
Wow.
That's a first run, 10-year running rod that thousands of Southern California fishermen are using, and you can buy them for $139.
Wow.
Yeah, and I mean they're the exact same rod that has always been on the rack for $250.
Yeah, they're $279.95.
Yeah, $280.
$279.99 to be exact.
99. Wow.
And then for the fun of it, on Saturday they're going to be half off. You know what I mean? Like we did so good.
So these deals are like only that day.
That's it.
Only that day.
One day.
1 week from the day.
Yep.
Saturday, November 2nd.
Yep.
It's not.
Good thing I'm back in time.
And we haven't had guys. Oh, I'm going on my long range trip. Can I please? Nope.
I mean, and honestly,
we're going to
very
save
strict about
all the
See,
stuff.
if you were on the Shogun with me today, you'd be back in time.
Yeah,
right.
That's right. Yeah, you get back on the 1st.
That's right.
You get a hotel room and stay over till the 2nd.
Stay over to the 2nd. Perfect timing.
And have your way with the tackle.
We have a very good customer of ours who is on the Royal Polaris, who on a 10-day trip, who has the exact same thing. They come in on the 1st. Those guys literally changed their processing reservations and changed their hotel reservations to stay a day.
Of course.
Because they're all going to Panama later in the year, and they all are planning on buying Stellas. That's a big-time reel.
Yep.
You don't get that kind of an opportunity to buy a reel like that normally. So I mean,
you can save $140 and get free Spectra. I mean, there's $270, whatever it is that you just saved on one item.
Yeah, one item. Nothing like
it's so
Stella.
cool.
There's
We're
no
really
doubt about
excited.
that. Hey, let's go ahead and jump to those jam-packed phones.
You got it, buddy. How about we started off this morning with Paul. Paul's calling us from Bellflower. Good morning, Paul. Thanks for getting us started here on Let's Talk Hookup.
Good morning, everyone.
How you doing?
Great fish. Oh, I'm doing great. What a great fishing year, huh?
Oh, my gosh.
So my questions to all you fellas. All right, I'm going on a day and a half on the Fury in November 15th, 16th, and 17th. What would be the best rig for the bluefin? We're going big or bust. We're going to try to take a sport boat out and get some of these big cows. I got a bunch of guys that are in on it.
Yep.
And what would be the best rig? We have a kite and we have a balloon, and I have Yum Yum Flyer. What else?
So for any of that kite type stuff, you can get away with really heavy gear. You can put it in the rod holder, so you don't have to stand there for an hour or two holding the rod. So a 50 or a 50 wide, Tiagra or Talica, something like that, filled with a bunch of Spectra, 100 to 130 pound. I'd say 130 for that. But you want lots of line because your line's going up to the kite and then back down into the water. You're not putting the natural flyers quite as far away from the boat, but still a 50 or a 50 wide is a good choice. And then the other methods where you're going to drop down a flat fall, you're going to drop down a sinker rig, a Talica 20, a Talica 25, filled with 100-pound test, a very short top shot of, basically 200-pound test, on just attached to your flat fall, or if you're doing a bait, maybe go a little bit lighter than that. But I would also take some lighter gear, like a 40 or 50-pound two-speed reel, because you don't know, you might run into those 40 to 80-pounders. It might be poppers. It might be other types of jigs. It might be bait on the surface. Might be bait down a little deeper. And then just for fun, I would never leave the dock without just taking a fun rig, a 20 or 25. You run into those yellowfin and, want to have some fun for half an hour or an hour, maybe nothing else is biting and let's catch some fish. So always take a variety of hooks, take a variety of jigs, and just be prepared for whatever the ocean gives you, because it's definitely diverse.
Things can happen.
Yes.
Yeah, indeed. Hey, good seminar there. Doug, thanks a lot for the call, Paul. Appreciate that. That does free up 833-288-0973.
All right, with that, we're going to find out what's going on in the Baja. We got the cast man, Richard Castaneda, standing by. And today, that catch report is sponsored by the Fish Pros of Fisherman's Processing in San Diego. Not only do they offer the best processing for your fish when your trip returns to the San Diego landings, now with Fish Pros The Market, you can purchase fresh fish, smoked and jerkied fish, their spices, rubs, smoked cheese, and their famous tuna burgers. It's all at their convenient Liberty Station location, or check out fishermansprocessing.com, and their spices and rubs are now available at Dana Landing. And You're going to get to see Sean.
Yeah, that's right.
Have a booth, right?
He's going to be right in front of the door, the parking lot door to the tackle store, and he's going to have...
Right next to Let's Talk Hookup?
If anybody... Yes.
Wow,
If anybody went to the Fred Hall show and saw them there, it's the exact same booth with all the goodies, and it's... Yeah.
And he's been loading up on smoked fish
Yep.
and smoked cheese. He's going to have that special package, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The lunch bag thing,
lunch
the
bag,
real popular
special.
one at Fred Hall. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that'll be really cool. And the Poke Kit that's been really popular, that's going to be everything that Fisherman's Processing does.
You'll be sampling?
Yep.
Oh,
And
cool.
if you have a sample of that smoked tuna and you decide you love it, then you can go and find out how to make it, because they now offer brine kits. Like if you want to start smoking your own fish, rather than just throwing a fillet in the smoker, that's the secret to it, is brines and seasonings and things like that. Now Sean has put all of that together in a package. It's going to be awesome.
Pretty awesome. Hey, Castman, you better get on down to San Diego next weekend and come to Fisherman's Landing.
Well, I would love to, but I'm going to be heading down to San Jose del Cabo with one of our big groups, not the Wahoo Rumble, which is 2 weeks later, but I've got another big group. They want me to go down and run their tournament, and I'm forced to.
Oh,
hey, got to put the work in, buddy.
Got to go fishing.
Yeah, well, I'm going to fish one day for sure. I got myself a little 23-foot Ponga reserve, so
nice.
Yeah, it should be fun. But anyway, this tournament time down in Cabo, it really stirs things up down there. There's so much pressure on the banks, and the fish just kind of go down and kind of get away. They just, it must scare them or something. But they were still catching fish down there, especially at San Jose del Cabo area, up around the Iman, San Luis banks, those familiar banks we talk about every week. Still giving up some tuna, some nice fish up to 80, 100 pounds. Also, wahoo were back in the count, and that seems to be increasing every week. It did go down a little bit last week, but it's on the upswing again. And plenty of marlin around. Like I said, I haven't gotten the results of the Bisbee, but there's still, there's blues and a few blacks, but a lot of striped marlin around. So there's good fishing going down that south end of the Baja, from East Cape to San Jose del Cabo. But we're getting into that winter time where that Sea of Cortez starts to shut down because of those north winds that like to blow during the winter time. So we start jumping over to the mainland, and right now Mazatlan is doing real well on sales. Sales are in there now, and boats are 3 to 4 releases per boat per day. Not much else going on, but the billfish are there. Mostly sales, a few stripers in the mix. As we get into the winter season now, we're moving on down to Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo there. Some really good sailfish and billfish action going down there. Mostly sales, 10 to 12 miles off the beach. A few blue marlin mixed in with them. Reports that the tuna are out about 30 miles. It seems like the tuna are always in that area, always out 30 to 35 miles. I don't know. Maybe it's the way the currents come down the coast there. Have no idea. But they are getting some tuna if you're willing to go out that far. Along the beaches, there's some fabulous roosterfish action going on, both north and south of the harbor there at Zihuatanejo. Here's another, beautiful winter destination. Guys want to get away for the winter, get a few days of some nice 80, 85 degree weather, get into some really good fishing. A good, very, very good winter destination, and very, very affordable. I'll tell you, the packages there are just incredible, and you've got flights out of Tijuana on Volaris going down there, and you've also got Alaska that got some really good rates nonstop from Alaska, from Los Angeles to Zihuatanejo. But
that's a great flight.
Anyway, that's the report for this week.
Yeah, hey, Castman, we should mention that the Bisbee ended yesterday.
Yeah.
They had a lot of big fish, including, I think, a 577.
Yeah.
Was taking the money.
Yeah,
and a 498.
Yeah, Tommy Nykerk, our good buddy on the True Grit, got that 498, took all the dailies for day 2, and a customer and great
like
buddy.
1.2 million, something
I think
like that.
1.3 is what I read. Plus, whatever second place money will be on top of that. And, the last few years there haven't been a lot of qualifiers, and there was the stories of rollovers and things like that, and there was a lot of good opportunity every day. There was nice fish. It was perfect. Looked like it was a great tournament.
Yeah, so lots of big money being rolled down tonight down in Cabo San Lucas.
It's a big party, I'm sure.
Big party. Congratulations to Tommy Nykerk.
Yeah,
one of your
cool.
big customers.
Yes.
Great guy, and certainly a well-oiled machine.
He's a staple, one of the top in the country.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about a guy that puts the work in for it. Tommy is very particular and a extreme hard worker.
Meticulous,
you know what I mean? Like,
about every detail.
He's a good dude.
Yep.
Sure. Well, if somebody wants to come fishing with Castman, I know we have spots available on our Loretto Rumble next May. Getting excited about that, Castman. How do we get a hold of you?
Yeah, still got 4 spots left on our El Salto trip with Corey and myself, and then we've also got we got 6 rooms left for the Loretto Rumble over Cinco de Mayo down there. Should be a hoot, and I'm sure the Cabo's being lit up tonight, man. They'll be partying, and be crazy.
You no doubt about that, buddy.
All right, Castman, how do we get a hold of you?
800-593-6510 or on the web at www.casttours.com, and I'll talk to you guys next Saturday before I head down to San Jose.
Sounds like a plan. Live from Fisherman's Landing Tackle. We'll see you then, Cass. Thanks a lot for the report. Appreciate that.
All right, that's going to wrap us up today, which again sponsored by Anza Knives, handcrafting knives in the USA for over 3 decades. Check out the brand new Fish Pro series from Anza Knives, which are made of high-carbon steel, which holds a great edge, and they're easy to sharpen. The Fish Pro series are the finest fillet knives ever produced. Anza also offers knives for military, law enforcement, hunting, and more. Check out AnzaKnives.com for more details, or check out the brand-new Fish Pro series available at Fisherman's Processing.
Now, do you think Sean will be bringing that Fish Pro series to Fisherman's Landing Tackle next Saturday?
I sure hope he will, man.
Yeah,
they are
Anza Knife Fish
they're
Pros
a
are
killer
sweet.
set of knives.
Yeah, let me tell you, I've been using the 6S.
Okay.
Raymond's knife. Love that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's like the kind of unique shape, that kind
Very
of oblong,
unique.
up towards the tip of the knife.
Yeah.
But, if the best cutter in the world says this is the good knife, I'm in.
I like it.
That's cool.
For sure. Well, let's go ahead and jump back in the phones, Rick.
You got it. Well, the phones are packed up. Everybody's excited to talk to Doug, and why don't we talk to another Doug? Doug calling from Montebello. Good morning, Doug.
Hi, Doug. You got a great name there, Doug.
Yeah, I aced you out last time, and I wanted you to get it in first. You've got a great name. What's your question today, Doug?
With the poles nowadays, are they making them more flexible or more stiffer because of the Spectra line?
Well, there was a whole thing that went on when Spectra came out, because there's no stretch in Spectra. All of our Southern California rods were super fast tapers, so some of the rods went, like everything always happens, they went too far the other way. So you had all these noodle rods out there, and you couldn't hardly lift a fish. But I'm going to say, for the most part, the typical Southern California actions, what I would call a medium fast, those are still appropriate for everything we do, even if you don't have any stretch. You don't really need to go to a super slow taper rod. You just want something where the upper third of the rod bends, and then it starts to shut off, and pretty much shuts off about, half to 2/3 of the way down the rod, so that when you've got a big fish on straight up and down, and you're trying to lift that fish and keep the pressure on so he can't turn his head and run away, that the rod doesn't just bottom out into the reel seat and leave you hanging. So I'd say it hasn't changed all that much in, decades, but, maybe a few little softer rods out there in the mix just because of the whole Spectra thing.
All right, Doug. Good question. Thanks a lot for the call this morning.
How about next up we talk to Matt. Matt's calling us from San Diego this morning. What's up, Matt?
Hey. Hey, Rick.
Hi, Matt.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. You?
We're doing great, buddy. What's going on?
I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller, but I was just wondering, what time is the tackle day? What day is the tackle day, so I can wake up bright and early?
All right.
Well, good question, buddy.
I love your enthusiasm. I'm so stoked you're coming down there. Let's Talk Hookup kicks us off at 7 o'clock in the morning, so if you want to get a front row seat and be able to ask a question in the microphone there, and maybe even be put in the drawing to win a prize, 7 o'clock until 9 o'clock. And during that time, you're going to see 25 of the top Southern California tackle manufacturers setting up their booths. There's going to be a lot of hustle, bustle, buzz. There's going to be coffee flowing. And
could win a pair of Maui Jim sunglasses.
Yep, Maui Jim glasses.
Sweet. Yeah.
There's going to be breakfast burritos going on, and it's just going to be a buzz. And then at 9 o'clock, we kind of cut the ribbon and open the event for the parking lot portion of it. The tackle store opens at 6 in the morning, so
So the deals will be
guys
at the tackle store.
Yeah, a lot of guys like to get in early and then just be able to walk around and do some seminars. They buy their stuff, take it out to their car, and then come back and do the whole seminar thing. But so basically from 9 to 3 is the parking lot portion, kicking off at 7 with Let's Talk Hookup, and then the store will be open from 6 in the morning till 6 at night for all the crazy
and the seminars
deals.
all day.
Seminars end at about 2:30, and they'll begin at about 9:30. So most of the day, there'll be 3 rounds of seminars.
Yeah,
and they start at 9:30, and then it pretty much wrap up a little after 2 there.
And I just received a note from the one and only Cowboy. Gary Vanderlyke, he's going to be there with coffee and donuts.
All
for
right.
the Let's Talk
No.
broadcast.
Be a live broadcast up
He'll
Cowboy.
be there, the Cowboy. Yeah, indeed.
All right.
Hey, Matt, we'll look forward to seeing you there. Thanks a lot for the call this morning.
Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. You stay tuned. You want to get through. 833-288-0973. More Let's Talk Hookup on the Hookup Radio Network.
All of us at the American Angler family want to express appreciation to our regular passengers that fish with us year after year, and to the new anglers that came out this last season. We realize how precious your vacation time is, and we are truly grateful that you have chosen to spend this time with us. It's important that your experience is memorable, from the moment you call the office to the time you step off the boat. Hi, I'm Lori. Call me at the office, 619-223-5414, or check us out at AmericanAnglerSportFishing.com. Come fishing with the American Angler family and make a memory.
He's not just my fishing buddy. After 30 years, he's a brother, and I'd sure hate to lose him. His bass boat's got nothing to do with it. So I make sure both of us wear a life jacket. Save the ones you love, even if they don't own a fancy boat. A message from California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways.
Okay, we're here at beautiful Whalers Cove Lodge in Angoon, Alaska, with Mark Powers, owner and operator of the lodge, and Chris Martino, who's running the new kayak program here at Whalers Cove Lodge. Mark, tell us about this new kayak program.
Kayaking in Alaska was just a natural progression for us to move to. We've got the conventional saltwater charter fleet. We've got amazing freshwater systems and eco tours. Kayak fishing has been something we've been watching for years. Aligned with Hobie, together a pretty amazing fleet.
Well, we've got tons of options. We've got a couple locations around the inshore area where we have kayaks staged. We've also got inflatables up in some of our freshwater systems. So we've got an opportunity to fish the lingcod, the halibut, all the 5 Pacific salmon species, Dolly Varden and cutthroat trout.
There's a dedicated page just for the kayak program on the website, whalerscovelodge.com.
I've experienced that freshwater fishing here as well as the saltwater fishing, and I can imagine fishing from a kayak has got to be just incredible.
Hey, it's time for the 30-second Power Pro Seminar. Here's the hot tip for those of us that like to fish with small reels for big fish. Fill your spools with Power Pro Max Quattro. It's 25% thinner than standard Power Pro. That means you're going to get more line on that small reel. Plus, you can fly line your bait more effectively. Here's another tip about Power Pro Max Quattro. Your casting distance will increase in addition to increasing your spool capacity. So downsize your tackle and use Power Pro Max Quattro. Check PowerPro.com for more information.
Fifth Avenue Insurance has a new name. It's Snap Insurance, still providing anglers and boaters with the best in boat insurance and the lowest rates. The experts at Snap Insurance will make sure your boat and property are covered right. Traveling to Mexico? Snap has you covered. You can even work with your agent to wrap your home and auto with your boat policy to save even more. Call them for advice on your current boat policy or any of your insurance needs. Snap Insurance, 800-527-6617 or snapins.com. That's SNAPPINS.com.
Get ready for the largest event in our history. Saturday, November 2nd, it's Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. Hi, this is Doug Kern, and we will have great savings from Daiwa on Lexa, Saltist, and Saltiga reels. Fantastic offers on the Proteus Wind Grip Rod, too. Plus, Daiwa will offer a free gift with purchase. Over 20 manufacturers' reps, including Daiwa, plenty of seminars by saltwater experts, huge raffle, and most of all, incredible deals on tackle. Up to 80% off. Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing, Saturday, November 2nd.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Having a great time here, talking tackle.
Yeah, we
tackle
are.
Days.
Tackle
Life
Day.
is good, man.
Hey, be sure to check out this week's edition of Western Outdoor News. Always loaded with great stuff. They're gearing up for the big Los Cabos Tuna Jackpot Tournament. They have a lot of details on that. And, of course, a lot more local fishing and, of course, bass fishing and more. Check it out. This week's edition of Western outdoor news. You can pick it up at Fisherman's Landing Tackle, I bet.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sitting right on the counter next to the door.
There it is. So, okay, a couple more deals. Come on.
Okay, well, in a nutshell, I just want to run down what Tackle Day is all about, because I'm sure there were some people that slept in and didn't hear the opening of the show, but we've got 25 parking lot vendors, the top saltwater vendors in the country. The Rollo raffle is huge. We've got such good prizes in the raffle. We have raffles going on throughout the day.
The Rollo raffle. You can buy tickets.
Yes.
Did you hear that, Gary White?
We've got the Shimano casting contest. It's a surface iron contest.
Oh,
so we've got a Tranks 500 for the longest cast, Terramar jig stick for the second place, and a 6-pack of hand-picked jigs by Fisherman's Landing Tackle Shop personnel.
Wait a minute. So that's just free, and you can just go cast and show your stuff.
It's really cool the way we do it. So it's totally free to get into the casting contest, and you get your 3 casts or whatever the predetermined amount thing is. But if you feel like, man, I know that I had better than this, you can whip out $5, donate it to Friends of Rollo, and you're $10, and you can get right back into line and make a cast again. So if you know you
got one free shot,
you get
as many as you want for $10.
But if you want to go 10 more times for $100, knock yourself out.
Yeah, all right.
Yep. And
it all goes to Rollo.
Yep. It all goes to Rollo.
Wow.
And then we've got...
Speaking of Rollo, you have the Pick-a-Box.
Yes.
Yeah. Mike Lum, Tim Baker, and the Rollo gang will be there doing the Pick-a-Box.
Yeah, so you pay, I think it's $20, and they might have a $50 one, and the
sometimes
prizes are, some of them are incredible.
You're guaranteed at least the amount that you invested.
Correct.
But
some
generally
of them,
it's way more.
Yeah, some of them have some little teasers in there that are quite a bit better.
Oh, yeah, and they always sell it out, so get there early.
Yeah.
We've got food vendors. We've got Taco El Roro. Everybody loves this vendor. And then, obviously, you're down at the landing, so you've got Point Loma Seafoods, Mitch's, Pizza Nova, if you want to wander off for a half an hour and have a beer by the waterfront and then come back and watch a seminar.
I understand Mitch is doing like a lobster lunch or dinner now, huh?
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
We've got 9 seminars. We talked about that earlier. A great lineup of every topic from long range to local tuna to local swordfish to lobster, bay bass, just every topic that would be of interest, and the top guys in their field giving those seminars. And then we've got the Iser knot tying contest.
Oh, wow.
So, and to recap some of the deals for those that didn't hear, every reel is at least 10% off, some up to 30% off. We've got the AFCO T-shirts for $9.95. Roddy Southern California blanks, $5 a piece. Seagar, buy one, get one free. Fluorocarbon, it doesn't get any better than that. That's one day a year. I don't know of anybody that's ever done that. It's your one shot. We've got 600-yard spools of threadlock braided line.
Sweet.
80% off. It's $199 down to $39.95. We've got 200-pound fluorocarbon for all these big tuna and swordfish we're catching. That's also 80% off, $19.95 off of a $100 spool of line. Shimano Torres rods, 50% off. So those are the deals.
Those are just some basic deals.
Those are the ones that we've already mentioned.
And we still have another hour to talk about.
Well, and that's it. I mean, the liquid sticks that we offer every year, 60% off. They're $59.95. A very good, properly actioned blank. There's 3 models. We sell them all year long for $59.95. We sell them for $29.95 at the Fred Hall Show, $24.95. So for $25, again, bring a $100 bill down and outfit your family with a rod. I mean,
and that's a complete
But don't forget,
rod.
That's 4 sticks for $100.
And talking about all the different food, of course, you got Point Loma Seafoods right there.
Yes.
Down the road there, next to San Diego Landings there. They open early and they're just breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And
nothing like them.
And a big thanks, too, to John Christensen. We kind of glossed over the Rollo raffle, but that's another thing that we take a lot of pride in. John Christensen gave $100 worth of gift cards to our raffle that you might so you might win Point Loma Seafoods gift cards. You might win a Mitch's gift card, hundreds of dollars in Pizza Nova gift cards.
Wait a minute.
They stepped
up.
Who
stepped up? Freeze or Charlie?
That's Freeze. Well,
Freeze?
Well, Freeze.
Are you kidding?
Freeze was going fishing.
Yeah.
Freeze is fishing right now. Wanted to get the big bluefin dope, and we told him,
"Yeah, no.
You kick down to the raffle. We'll tell you exactly where it is. No raffle prize. No fish talk. No info." So we waited until he brought in his rod and reel, which needed a new wind on and needed some stuff to it. So we waited. We waited until after we had his tackle in hand, and then we said, "All right,
okay, perfect.
Ante up. It's Christmas time. Like we need to be hooked up." And then once he let loose, we gave it all back to him.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's jump into the phones.
You got it, buddy. They are packed solid. Everybody's excited to talk to Doug, and why don't we jump right back into him and talk to Cliff, who's calling us from Lakewood this morning. Hi, Cliff. Welcome to the show.
Hi, guys. How you guys doing today?
Great.
Boy, those Roddy rods for $5 got me really interested.
I know.
The same length, or they're different?
We have 7 foot and 7.6 and 8 foot, I believe, so there's 5 different actions.
They're all blanks.
They're blanks.
Yeah.
And they're just the standard Southern California actions that actually stems out of all the Sabre rods back in the 70s and 80s.
For those of our listeners that may not know what a blank is, explain it.
A blank is the raw piece of the rod before the handle and the guides are wrapped on. So it just looks like a saber sword almost, and then we put the grips on and the reel seat, and then we wrap the guides on to make a completed rod.
So you can either complete a rod yourself, or you can take it to a rod builder or a friend that's a rod builder and have it built into a finished
somebody
rod.
wanted to buy some of these blanks and have it built into a rod. We offer that full rod building service, so we would write up what colors do you want, what kind of guides do you want, what kind of reel seat. We would take into account their grip, their arm length and the size of their body, and where where to put the reel seat.
So how much? I mean, let's take a $5 blank, and you have it custom wrapped at Fisherman's Landing Tackle, which you do. You've done many rods for me. They're fantastic.
Yep.
Your rod wrappers unbelievable. How much would it cost, like bare minimum, like inexpensive guides, inexpensive reel seat? What are you looking at?
You'd probably have somewhere in the neighborhood of, depending on how many guides and what you did, from $85 to $130 for the labor and the components.
For custom rod.
Yeah.
Yeah. And is that Roddy rod worthy of that?
Those blanks absolutely have the correct action. I'd take one out tomorrow and catch one of these yellowfin tuna, or up to a 50-pound bluefin.
Okay.
Yellowtail at the Coronados.
So it's worthy of putting a custom wrap in.
Yes.
All right. Very good. Cliff, come on down. We'll see you next Saturday. Thanks a lot for the call this morning.
All right. When we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Up, including checking with the catch report. We're going to find out what's biting. You stay tuned. Lots of great info coming your way on the Let's Talk Hookup Radio Network.
KWFN-FM and KWFN HD1 San Diego, a radio.com sports station.
Wants to throw, throwing for the end zone. Julio Jones comes back for it and plucks it for the touchdown.
Julio Jones plays here on 97.3 The Fan. This program is sponsored and produced by Let's Talk Hookup. Opinions and offers expressed during this program are not those of Intercom Communications or 97.3 The Fan. Sometimes they tell some pretty hefty fish stories, and we don't know if they're true or not.
If you're into saltwater fishing, listen to this. Saturday, November 2nd, it's Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. Hi, this is Doug Kern. We are pulling out all the stops on this one with discounts from 20 to 80% on hundreds of items. Over 20 manufacturers' reps like Shimano, plenty of seminars by saltwater experts, a giant raffle, and most of all, incredible deals on tackle. Closeouts we've never offered before at Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing. Check out all the Shimano and Power Pro product we have and talk to the Shimano and Power Pro guys about the best Shimano rod and reel for your trip. Backed by popular demand, the Shimano Tranks Casting Contest. Cast a Shimano Tranks 500 and Terramar 90H rod and show your surface iron casting skills. The winner gets a Tranks 500 worth $500. It's our biggest sale of the year with hundreds of items discounted up to 80%. Plus, plenty of manufacturers' incentives from Shimano and Power Pro to spice up the pot. We will have a huge raffle and lots of fun for everyone. So don't miss it. Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing. Unbelievable pricing on tackle, clothing, and accessories. Saturday, November 2nd.
Hey, this is Rosie with Cedros Sport Fishing. Cedros Island is considered the yellowtail and calico bass fishing capital in the world, and nobody does it better than Cedros Sport Fishing. We are committed to providing first-class service to our guests, as well as an unforgettable fishing experience. We have made a good thing even better. We now have a direct flight departing to the CBX in San Diego. Leave home in the morning and fish in the afternoon. We have a beautiful waterfront lodge with first-class accommodations and meals. What are you waiting for? Call me at 619-772-7570 or check out CedrosSportFishing.com. Book soon. Trips are going fast.
When it comes to catching big bluefin tuna in local waters, Shimano has the gear proven to land the big ones. You already know the hot jig is the Shimano Butterfly Flatfall Jig, and when you match that with the right tackle system, it makes this great jig even more effective. We suggest you grab a Tranx 500 HG and fill it with 80-pound Power Pro Max Quattro. Max Quattro is 25% thinner, which means 25% more line capacity when you hook that giant. Match your new setup with a Therese 70H and you have the power to put the wood to that big bluefin tuna. The Tranx 500 HG has the cranking power you need, and with the level wind, you concentrate on fishing your Shimano flatball and leave the line control to the Tranx reel. Hundreds of big fish have been caught on the flatball, and when you add the Power Pro Max Quattro Tranx Therese combo, you'll take your fishing to the next level. See your local dealer or check Shimano.com for all the details. Turner's Outdoorsman, Southern California's #1 shooting, hunting, and fishing tackle retailer since 1971, is right in your neighborhood, now with stores throughout Southern, Central, and Northern California. No one does it better. Turner's Outdoorsman brings you the best prices and selection, plus a knowledgeable staff that will help make your day on the water or in the field more fun. Stop by your neighborhood Turner's Outdoorsman. To find a location nearest you, check the web at turners.com and sign up for special deals and more.
We all need to get around, but we all need something different from our vehicles. Your San Diego County Ford dealers have you covered if you're looking for a new truck this month. Plus, it's SUV season, so they have great deals for everyone. Whether it's a new EcoSport that is nimble and fun around town, or the Ford Explorer that is capable of putting a boat in the water and has seating for 7, Ford has you covered. Ford trucks and SUVs aren't just powerful and legendary. They have the latest technology that helps you seamlessly connect your smartphone and ensure you're safe on the road. Features like Pro Trailer Backup Assist on trucks are truly a game changer at the ramp, helping you back up a trailer by simply turning a knob on the dash and doing the hard work for you. So check out all the great deals during SUV season and save some money on the right gear for you. Learn more at buyfordnow.com or visit your San Diego County Ford dealers today. They'll be glad to hook you up.